Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. When God's word speaks of the heart, it's talking about our deepest place, the spiritual center of our being from which all our desires flow. God tells the prophet Samuel, "The Lord sees not as a man sees. Man looks on the outward appearance, but the Lord looks on the heart." We're also told, "The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately sick. Who can understand it?" What a position we find ourselves in. God's looking inside us, examining our innermost being, the very place from which all our actions have their origin. And what does he find? Deceit, lies, evil desires and motivations covered in a religious facade. You know, people may be fooled by a mask, but God sees behind it. And so you'll observe that our text doesn't read, "Blessed are the pure in action, for they shall see God." If this were so, none would ever see God, for all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. We all stumble in many ways. There is none who does good, not even one. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. Therefore, it isn't the pure in action who will see God, but rather, "Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God." How then can we purify our hearts so that we may claim the promise and see God? In James we read, "God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Submit yourselves, therefore, to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Draw near to God, and he will draw near to you. Cleanse your hands, you sinners, and purify your hearts, you double-minded. Be wretched, and mourn, and weep. Let your laughter be turned to mourning, and your joy to gloom. Humble yourselves before the Lord, and he will exalt you." You know, no parent expects their child to be perfect. All you want is respect and obedience, which is to say, love. That's how you know your child loves you. They respect you, and they obey you. Well, most of the time anyway. But when they fail to obey you, and you point it out, you don't want to hear what they think, and you don't want excuses. Here's what you want. You want them to humble themselves, to acknowledge they made a mistake, to show genuine remorse, and to make a sincere attempt to do better next time because they respect you and desire to be a good kid. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God.